Goodbye. Everything's packed. Don't forget to write.
Of course I will.
About Hamlet, I have some advice. I know you're seeing. He sees you as a toy. When he's finished playing with you, he'll find someone else to fulfill his desire for pleasure and amusement. The love you think he has for you is just lust, just the temporary fire of youth. Don't think you are anything more to him. Maybe he truly loves you now, but you know that he has certain responsibilities as a prince. He can't just marry whomever he wants, and his responsibilities will outweigh his love for you always. So don't trust his show of affection. Don't waste your virginity on someone who most likely won't marry you in the name of our country. Don't muddy your reputation. The most virtuous women can lose their good reputation through scandals like these. And as a woman, your reputation is all you have. Be careful, my dear sister Ophelia. Listen to your head and not your heart.
I understand. I will follow your advice. However, don't be a hypocrite. You can't sleep with whoever you want and ruin your reputation.
You don't need to worry about me. Here comes father. I must say goodbye before I leave for France.
Still here, Laertes, waiting on thy blessing to leave? Listen here, my son. Here are a few rules for you to remember and live by. Think before you speak or act, and be friendly, but not too friendly. Keep those who you know are trustworthy close by, and don't go making connections with just anyone. Don't get into fights, but if you do, make sure to do so in a befitting way so that your opponent still respects you. Listen to everyone, but be careful whom you speak to. Listen to many different perspectives, but keep your opinions to yourself. Buy the most expensive clothes without looking pretentious or distasteful, because people judge based on looks, and that is especially true in France. Don't borrow or lend money, as that can lead to both the loss of the friendship and the money. And if you borrow money, you might become reckless with your finances. And now for my most important piece of advice. Do not deceive yourself, for then, as surely as a tragedy ends in catastrophe for the hero, you cannot deceive others. Goodbye, you have my blessing, and make sure to remember my advice.
Goodbye, father. I must go to the ship now.
Go quickly, and don't make the serpents wait on you.
Goodbye, Ophelia. Remember what I told you.
I'll keep it in my mind. Truly and absolutely.
Farewell.
What did Laertes tell you, Ophelia?
If you're curious to know, it was about Hamlet.
Hamlet? Yes. I've heard that he's been seeing you, and that you have been welcoming it. If that's true, then you have not been acting as my daughter should. What's going on between you? Tell me the truth.
Father, Hamlet told me he likes me.
Likes you? Ah, you are a naive girl who doesn't know about the dangers of love. You really think he likes you?
I don't know why I should think.
Then
Father.
I'll tell you what to think. You are a foolish child to think that he truly likes you. Start acting like you care more about your reputation, because if you continue to act like this, then, not to abuse the word, you will make me look like a fool.
Hamlet has told me he loves me in a very respectable fashion.
Yes, fashion.
He's promised me in every possible fashion, vowed to me, pledged to me that he loves me.
His vows are like a mousetrap. Men will promise anything in passion. Don't mistake his vows, his lust, for love. His love will fade before he's even finished making his promises. Remember, Ophelia, he has more freedom to experiment than you do. Don't let his vows lure you into making a mistake. Let me be clear. Do not waste any more time on him, and do not speak to him. Come with me.
Okay, Father. I'll do as you say. just like to point out that I am surrounded by hypocrites in this scene. Not so much Laertes, actually, but my father, Polonius.
Exactly. In this scene, he tells me quite a bit, to use my words, sparingly. But later in the play, he goes on and on about why.
Day is day, night, night, and time is time. We're nothing but to waste night.
We get it. Essentially, the scene is the basis of later irony. Although, I must say, my father already has some lengthy monologues in this scene.
That's not all that I was getting at. My father also tells Laertes.
To not deceive others and blah, blah, blah.
But then I spy on my son and use Ophelia to spy on Hamlet. I spy on Hamlet multiple times and get killed in the process, which isn't exactly a display of integrity. And the scene also establishes that I love getting in other people's business.
Like mine.
Wow. I am your father.
You didn't have to be so controlling about it. At least Laertes told me in a much nicer way.
And, like I said before, yes, that phrase, like I said before, was necessary. It gets me killed. I, who was in life a foolish, prating knave.
Which causes me to want to take revenge, scheming with the king to kill Hamlet, which also gets his mother killed, and Rosencrantz and Guildenstern. In other words, the character of Polonius, as established in this scene, leads to the tragedy.
And I go insane. In part because my father was killed by Hamlet. And I love Hamlet, which is also established in the scene. And I've been manipulated and controlled throughout the play, which begins in the scene when my father, not so nicely, forbids me to even speak to Hamlet. So I admit, commit suicide, adding to the wonderfully tragic end. And then my brother and Hamlet fight over who loved me more. How sweet.
So Shakespeare really brings home the theme, that deceitfulness should be avoided. That and long-windedness, I suppose. But that's only because he was a writer and chose his words very carefully. And Shakespeare establishes us all in this scene as likable humans.
Except you. Well, except for that one thing you said about being true to yourself was decent.
Which makes our deaths actually tragic, so the audience can experience catharsis.
Because I refer to Ophelia as my dear sister, and our relationship is honestly sweet and playful. I mean, she really clocks me when she called me out for potentially being a hypocrite.
Yes, we're a really loving family.
Mostly.